What's up, guys? Sean here with the Sean and Deli Football Channel, and today I have the Premier League Roundup for you guys, again, as we usually do on the end of each weekend of Premier League games. I'm going to stick with that structure of only giving each game about a minute or so. The way I'm going to approach this next international break is I'm most likely going to be lowering the content most definitely on the next weekend. We might not be doing any content during those 3 days. However, I'm going to be doing a review for each of the individual leagues starting tomorrow. And we'll kind of do that to kind of keep up with content. And if there are any of the international games or anything to talk about, we'll discuss them. But let's go and talk about the Premier League football we had, starting with Manchester United versus Everton. I did mention this game on the big match preview that we had yesterday. Very disappointing game for United. More than anything, as the result isn't as big of a deal technically. Everton are a good team. They can disrupt you. They can make it difficult. More than anything, this was just a matter of a team that's supposed to be challenging for a title not showing enough strength, not showing enough pedigree. When you have a better team, when you are at home, you need to be winning these games. Everton, they're only going to win one way, and they won that way that they were going to do it. Counterattack, win. Can't call it a smash and grab. They were pretty much good for their goal. They possibly could have had a second. Manchester United got a little lucky that they didn't lose. Bad on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to do better for big games coming up. Moving on to Burnley versus Norwich. Pretty much the most boring game of the weekend. 0.58 to 0.6 on XG, showing there was not a lot of quality across the field. It ended 0-0, pretty much as expected for these two teams. Norwich kind of edged the XG a little bit. They had less shots than Burnley. These two teams are most likely going to get relegated, to be completely honest. And Norwich, this is their first point. Burnley now have 2. Congratulations to both of them, I guess. I guess this was the best result for them. I am very surprised that Faulkner is not getting under more scrutiny. I feel like it's kind of time to start questioning to see if a different manager can get a tune out of this team to keep them in the league, because at the moment, it looks like they're going for maybe 10 points in total by the end of the league. It's not a great start. The first 1 point out of 6 games is pretty horrible. Moving on to Stamford Bridge and Chelsea versus Southampton. I was very impressed by Southampton this game, honestly. I thought they did play very well. To be fair, in Chelsea's defense, they did have 2 goals ruled. VAR ruled them out for different reasons. One was a foul. I believe the second one was offside, but it just wasn't. They were both one of those situations where you could have given them in a different situation. Happy for Timo Werner for getting his goal, and they definitely did deserve to win the game. XG at 3.7 to 1.5. A little bit high on the flip side. They need to be a little bit careful defensively and a little bit more tighten up. I was pretty impressed with Chelsea, to be completely honest. On a different day, I think they should have done a little bit better defensively to kind of just maintain that strong defensive core. But 3-1 win at home, can't really ask for much more than that. Moving on to Leeds, finally getting a win under Mark Bielsa for the first time this season. Very, very happy for them. XG had this game at 1.5 to 0.19. The game did result in Xisco getting the sack, the first manager in the Premier League to be let go of his position. It most likely was the situation. Ranieri is going to replace him, coming back into the Premier League. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Leeds, very comfortable, deserved to win, piled on a bunch of pressure at the beginning of the game, and the Watford was barely hanging on the whole time. 20 shots to 5, 4 opportunities, 4 on target to 1. Watford pretty much with a nothing performance. I'm kind of 50-50 on, I kind of did say that they were going to stay. It's that last relegation spot. I think it's between them and Newcastle, which is the team we're going to talk about now. Wolves, Newcastle, this game was a little bit closer, in my opinion. I actually thought when Newcastle didn't play horrible, XG at this game at 1.1 to 0.87. Huge mention to Hwang Hee-chan. Fantastic start to the Premier League season for him. Molyneux debut, 2 goals. Can't ask for much more than that. Newcastle did have chances. On a different day, they could have possibly gotten a point out of this game, but that's kind of the thing. 1 or 2 points might not be enough for them. At the moment, though, the main thing that I do think they have going for them is that the other teams in the league are just significantly worse. That kind of gives you an edge, which does kind of make enough of a difference with the fact that Burnley and Norwich are so bad this season. They might be safe. Wolves, good on them. Bruno, doing great things. Keep it up. Brighton, Arsenal, again, not the most, didn't have any goals, 0-0, 1.1 to 0.36. We didn't have a lot of 0-0s coming into this game week. But Brighton, very good, very phenomenal all game long. They definitely did deserve a goal. Ramsdale came out with a few good saves, but this just kind of showed a little bit more quality in that Brighton side. Graham Potter is doing things. Graham Potter is doing really good things, and I think the team that does snatch him up is going to have an absolute amazing manager on their hands. Whether it's Spurs, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's potentially even Leicester. We'll get to them in a bit. I'm excited about Graham Potter and his prospects. Arsenal didn't really create much this game. There was one half chance that ML Smith Rowe had, but need to be better, need to do a lot better in my opinion to really get going. But 0-0, Brighton's a really good team at the moment. So outside of the top 4 to end the week before the spots, the international. Palace 2, Leicester 2. Like I was saying, very disappointed in Leicester City this game. They were kind of gifted a goal at the beginning of the game. Very bad defensive showing from Anderson. Allowed Iheanacho to get in and get a goal. All around the first few half, Leicester were on top and did create chances. But as the game went, they kind of just drifted. Shots were at 18-9 this game. Shots on target are from 4-5. Palace were good for their 2 goals when they came back from a 2-0. And that should not happen. You should not be in a situation to tie a game when you're 2-0 up. Very disappointed in Leicester. Brendan Rodgers, is it time? Has he taken this team as far as he can take them? It's a question we need to start asking possibly, because I do think this Leicester team is good enough, but at the moment I'm not seeing it. Palace, fantastic. Very impressed. On a different day, those mistakes don't happen, and they are able to get a winner. Edouard play absolutely fantastic. Olise was great when he came on. I'm very excited. Schlupp getting a goal against Leicester, fantastic. All around, I think Palace are going to do big things. Nuno is able to get a win against Aston Villa. Whatever. 2-1 to Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 1.78 to 1.07 was the XG for this game. Not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. I was pretty impressed by how Spurs played, and the main player that showed the most bright sparks for them was Son. Absolutely all over the place, assisted the first goal, pretty much created the second goal, and he was everywhere. Harry Kane, didn't see enough from him. He needs to kind of show us where that Harry Kane of old is, and I haven't seen it in a while. Getting a little disappointing. Villa did okay. Shots were pretty close this game, 17-13. On target was 7-3 in Spurs' favor. But I think Spurs did just do enough to win. They still don't create enough chances for me. I still want to see them play better. I think Spurs actually has one of the best squads in the league. Very well-rounded in every spot. But they're just not using their tools very well, in my opinion. We'll see how they do after the international break. 2-1 at home against Aston Villa, though, is a very good result for them. My favorite team in the league right now, Brentford, are able to secure points away at West Ham in the 90th minute. What a game this was. West Ham did make the game difficult. The XG had it very close, 1.37 to 1.3. Barely West Ham had a lead. Shots were 18-16. on targets were pretty much equal. All around, phenomenal game. Two teams with a lot of desire and a lot of passion, organized, and just trying to enable what their manager's trying to do for them. Very, very impressed with how well Brentford are playing. I'm amazed by that. They are so good. We're going to take a look at the Premier League table real quick right now. And Brentford are in the Europa League spots at the moment. Well, 7th place. Conference League spots. 12 points in 7 games is amazing for them. I'm so happy. I somewhat predicted that Brentford are going to do well this season, and I'm happy that I was kind of right. Ivan Toney, he's going to get bought. He's so good. He's so good. He did amazing this game. What a last-minute winner from Mbeumo. All around, can't complain about anything when it comes to them. Oh, sorry, Wisa was the one who scored the last-minute goal for them. West Ham need to do better. Honestly, need to do better. At the end of the day, it came down to one last-second goal, but I would have liked to see a little bit more attacking presence from them. Said Benrahma, as much as a proponent and advocate for him I have been in the past, a little lackluster, a little too selfish for me. He had 4 or 5 chances on the edge of the box and he chose to shoot them all versus a pass in, a little dink, could have gotten stuff. Moving on to the biggest game of the day, and that is Liverpool Man City. This is kind of a game of two halves. The first half, Liverpool did not show up. I do not know where Liverpool were. They weren't in the game, though. Very, very disappointed in them, honestly, in that first half. City, at the same time, disappointed that they weren't able to score. Pretty much dominant control, absolute blazing, had the opportunities, had the chances. Foden could have gotten one. De Bruyne could have gotten one. You don't score your chances against a team like Liverpool, the result's not going to go your way most likely. Second half, Liverpool came out of the gates flying. Salah with an absolutely amazing pass. Very, very big mistakes from Cancelo. Was able to feed in Mane, scored the first goal, and then Salah with an absolute amazing run. If you haven't seen it, go watch Mohamed Salah's second goal. He is currently, in my opinion, the most on-form player in the world. He's just playing out of his skin. It's ridiculous how amazing Mohamed Salah is right now. And he got possibly one of the goals of the season already. Just dribbled through 6 players pretty much and smashed the goal from an acute angle. Very, very impressed. The game did end 2-2. City were able to tie the game up every time. And I will say Liverpool also possibly got very, very lucky. Milner did not deserve to be on that pitch for the second half. He should have gotten a second yellow for the fouls that he had committed, and they got a little lucky, and they were able to keep all 11 players, and that most likely is the difference between them and City winning. The argument that City are going to get for not scoring goals is, they don't have a striker. If they had a Harry Kane, a Cristiano Ronaldo, somebody up there to just put the balls in the back of the net, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's lazy journalism, in my opinion. I think they still created enough and had enough quality that they should have won. Today just wasn't their day. We end the video with goal of the week. It's Salah. Player of the week, it's Salah. There's no argument. He was phenomenal today. We are going to be doing a Premier League review. Very, very amazing 6-7 games we've had. I absolutely despise international breaks. They're so horrible for the game, but we do what we can do. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Sean Adeli, and I will see you guys tomorrow.